Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to the 2013 AAU National Championships here in beautiful Orlando, Florida. Today's game pits our 8-and-under division, where we have the Fredericksburg Canes taking on the Albany Giants.
You're going to sing me, say and spell your first and last name?
Okay, Daniel Bologna, B-O-L-O-G-N-A.
Okay, and what's your title?
I'm the head coach, Albany Giants, 8U,
Okay, so you're here from?
Albany, New York.
So what's the climate been like for you guys coming from there and here for this weekend?
Well, it's been pretty radical because when we left with the wind chill, it was down around 0 degrees. My family came down a little bit earlier, and we had a lot of wind, had a little bit of snow, and then we're jumping right into 80-degree weather.
So how are you guys holding up?
Well, I mean, initially, like anybody else, you love it, but as most people, they start complaining it's too hot.
But how pumped are you overall that you guys made it this far to the championship?
Well, this is the third year. I mean, emotions really can't explain it. The last 2 years, we didn't make it. We've seen it from the outside. The goal at the beginning of the year, there's no mistake about it, was to get in here and win the national championship.
And you have some tough competition.
Every game is tough. The thing about playing in the national championship, every game was difficult. There's no easy games. People don't come and play for a national championship if they expect to lose.
Anything else you want to add?
No, I'm just happy to be here. AAU staff does a wonderful job as always, and hopefully everybody stays injury-free and everybody has a good game.
Perfect. Thank you. You can just look at me and say and spell your first and last name.
It's Maurice Hutton, M-A-U-R-I-C-E-H-U-T-T-O-N.
And what's your title?
Head coach.
And what's the name of your team?
The Fredericksburg Canes.
All right, so you guys are here from Virginia?
Yes,
Is this your first time here? Tell us a little bit.
absolutely.
What's it been like for you?
It's been an amazing experience. The boys have played excellent. Florida has been great to us. The weather is beautiful. You know, back home it's a little ice storm right now, so I think I'll stay here for a little while longer.
Exactly. And do you have any concerns going into the game day? What are you guys watching out for with the other team?
We just want to watch them, make sure they're not getting to the edges. We want to make sure we contain and everything inside. Our defense has been pretty stout all year. We haven't given up any points all year, so I feel like as long as our kids stay home and do their job, we should have a regular game for us right now.
How good overall have all the players been in this specific competition?
This, by far, has been the toughest competition we've played in for the last 2 years. We're new to AAU, and I think the move that we made was definitely a good move. It was really good for the big boys. It's really good for teaching the kids how to play real football. You know, so I've been really proud of what we've done so far this year, and the competition here has been remarkable. We've been really tested since we've been down here.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Tough TV's presentation of the 2013 AAU Football National Championships. I am Jeff Schneider, host for your ceremonies all day today. We'll be sitting here actually watching the 8-and-under game of the Fredericksburg Canes taking on the Albany Giants. Real quick on a rundown for the rosters for the Giants: number 3, Jaquil Thompson; number 4, Donald Jones; number 6, Justin Walker; number 7, Javante Thompson; number 10, Daniel Bologna; number 13, Damon Royal; 21, Royal Brown; 24, Sean Boise; 27, Jaquan Athis; 30, Terrence Clark; 38, Cody Miller; 42, Sean Paul Charland; 45, Isaiah Richardson; 54, Elijah Husser; 78, Marcus House; and back deep to return the opening kickoff for your Albany Giants, number 88, Ellis Robinson. Kicking off for the Fredericksburg Canes right now is actually number 11, Joel Brutus, and he will help get our festivities underway today as we are here on this championship Sunday after a college football championship Saturday yesterday. The beautiful weather here in downtown Orlando right now, 66 degrees for this 9 o'clock kickoff. Teams will play 4 8-minute quarters for the 8-and-under division. And it looks like we're about to get things rolling here momentarily. Brutus lines up for the kick. And we are underway. Bouncing ball down to about the 40-yard line, returned back up to the 44-yard line by the Albany Giants. Real quick, let's get you the lineup for the Fredericksburg Canes. Number 2, Brian Smith. Number 3, Monty McMorris. Number 5, Christian Stringer. Number 7, Noah Martin. Number 10, Samuel Skiaborowski, Number 11, Joel Brutus, who already we introduced with the kickoff. Number 12, Benjamin Dale. Number 20, Eli Martin. Number 21, Xavier Parkman. 28, Elijah Parkman. 32, Ethan Price. 33, Sean Martzig. 34, Jalen Moby. 42 is going to be Xavier Edelin. 47, Donovan Kitchen. 51, Brody Brennan. 70, Zachary Butler. 84, Matthias Barnwell. 88, Joshua Bartels. And number 99, Ashton Wolfork, as the Albany Giants take the field on their opening drive. Starting from about the 43-yard line, fake the end and around, back around on the other way, close to this side of the field, cuts it up, gets it to the 50, and then steps out of bounds right around the 51-yard line. Nice play right there from looked like number 15 right there. As he steps out of bounds, that'll bring up a second down and about 2. Lots of running we're going to notice for the 8-under division. And they line up. Number 7 comes back around the end around again. They hand the ball off this time, and he is cut down in the backfield by the Fredericksburg Canes. Making that play right there was number 51, Brody Brennan, for the loss. Great play on the end and around just to stop that action right there. Number 7 is Javante Thompson. He's one of the guys who does handle the ball a lot for them. Back under center now, drops back, rolls out to the right, sees a man, throws it deep. It is caught by number 7, the aforementioned Javante Thompson. Makes the play. It appears to be enough for the first down, and they will continue to move the chains. Down about the 43-yard line. So now we have our first down of the game. 7:08 to go here, still in the first quarter. Opening drive for the Albany Giants as they make their way down. Notice one thing, AAU is definitely about player development as well as winning. Of course, we are here in the championship in this beautiful setting of the Citrus Bowl. You will notice coaches on the field for this 8-and-under division. First and 10 from the 43. As they drop back. Fakes it. He's going to be cut down right there, right about at the line of scrimmage. May have lost a half a yard. Nice play right there. Bring up second and about 10 and a half, possibly 11. So the Albany Giants decide to regroup here. Not huge rosters for either team. I think the Albany Giants right now are carrying about 15 active players, which only gives them 4 subs. You'll see a lot of guys going both ways, offense and defense. As they line up on the far hash. Quarterback stands in the shotgun, gets the snap, rolls to the right, fakes the pass, decides to keep it, bounces it outside, gets to about the 40.5-yard line. It's going to bring up third down about 7 as the clock continues to tick. Once again, just 8-minute quarters, so the game will move along pretty briskly. As Albany's head coach Daniel Bologna gets back there to direct his troops. Got a chance to talk with Albany yesterday. They are loving the weather down here right now. Especially being from upstate New York, can't really beat it. As we see Thompson go in motion. Now he comes back toward the quarterback. Rolls out, looking downfield, and looks like he's going to be dropped for a loss right there. That's going to bring up 4th down and what appears to be about 13 yards. So it appears that Fredericksburg will possibly get the ball back here. Canes dangerous on offense. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Fredericksburg Canes. change of possession here. Just want to go ahead and hit real quick. Head coach Maurice Hutton is on the field. He's been with this team for a few years now and really has kind of adopted a fantastic style of football out there. Kids believe. It's been great to see. Got a chance to talk with some of the players actually yesterday, which was great. Of course, everybody's loving being able to be down here and have pool weather is something that these kids don't get very often. But a couple key players to definitely watch out for the Fredericksburg Canes. Monty McMorris is actually quarterback and a safety. Plays both ways, number 3, so definitely keep an eye on him out there as he hands the ball off and be dropped for pretty much no gain right there. Elijah Parkman, the ball carrier. Of course, his father Jamal is one of the coaches on the team. Elijah is kind of their running back and linebacker stud extraordinaire. Bring up 2nd and 10, ball on the 10-yard line. As the Canes take the field and Monty McMorris directs his troops along with the assistance of Maurice Hutton. A handoff up the middle. And Parkman for about a yard, maybe a yard and a half. It's going to be 3rd down and 8 coming up here. Another kid to watch out for is actually going to be Brian Smith. He's a wide receiver, outside linebacker. Got a chance to talk to him. Very energetic, active kid. Actually had a fantastic Ray Lewis dance if you just had a chance to watch the interviews that we just did before this game. His father is actually one of the coaches as well too, Brian Smith. Third down to go from the 13-yard line on the opening drive, and it appears that we have a penalty flag on the play. Appears that this might be going against the Canes and back them up a little bit farther. Delay game against the Canes. That will be a 5-yard penalty and back them up. Remains 3rd down. Keep an eye on number 5, Christian Stringer as well. He's also a halfback linebacker who plays for them, the Fredericksburg Canes. 2:48 to go here in the first quarter. 3rd down and 13. Ball on the 7-yard line. Each team still has 3 timeouts. Snap goes back to pass. Almost intercepted off of the hands right there of the linebacker as the quarterback Monty McMorris tried to squeeze one in there. That'll bring up 4th down and probably a assured punting situation here. We'll walk back up. Be 1st and 10 for the Albany Giants. We want to thank you for watching here this 8-0 national championship game for the 2013 AAU National Championships here on Tough TV. This is Tough TV's presentation of AAU football. It will be 1st down and 10 for the Albany Giants from the 46-yard line. Once again, an absolute beautiful day here in downtown Orlando. Couldn't be a better football weather right now. And Daniel Bologna lines up under center. He is the coach's son, manning the offense right now. He's got Thompson to his right. Bologna backs up, throws it out to the left, reverses Fields, cuts it all the way back, and there he goes to the 40. Out of bounds right about the 36-37 yard line. A gain of about 7 right there. Bring up 2nd and 3. As this Albany Giants offense tries to be the first one on the board here in the first quarter. Only 2:07 left to go. So they huddle up and regroup right here. It's got to be such a special experience for these 8-year-olds to be able to get down there and play on this historic field. So many professionals have graced before. As Thompson backs up now, he's going to keep it. Looks like they stop him, and they're going to stand him up right there, right around, it looks like the 37-yard line. So that's going to bring up a very key third down right now for the Albany Giants. Bring up 3rd and 4. Ball on the 39-yard line. And here come the Albany Giants. Directing the troops now, rolls out to the left-hand side right there and is stopped for pretty much no gain. Looks like that's going to bring up a 4th down and 5 in a tough situation right here. Back here on Tough TV's presentation of the 2013 AAU National Championships. Handoff right there and cutting back up through the middle. A big hole to the 40, down to the 35-yard line into Albany Giants territory. Beautiful run right there. Of course, football is a game of momentum, and right now the Fredericksburg Canes after the turnover, the first one of the game, and then a big gasher right there by the running back. A 30-yard play right there for the Fredericksburg Canes moves them down to about the 35-yard line. That'll set them up for 1st and 10, 6 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the second quarter of this 0-0 national championship ball game. Monty McMorris was the one who intercepted the pass. He's usually their starting quarterback. A little bit shooken up on the play, taken over to the sideline. We'll have to keep an eye on that to make sure to see if he returns. And a great play by number 7, Javante Thompson. Wraps him up in the backfield. Looks like a loss of about 7 right there. Great play. Thompson's been in the backfield all day long, seems like. He was one of the kids we got a chance to talk to yesterday, so we'll have to see. I know he's one of their big offensive weapons as well, too. Coach Hutton for the Fredericksburg Canes, directing his players now, regrouping a little bit. Be 2nd and 15, ball on the 40-yard line. The forward progress was granted right there. Smith runs over to the left-hand side and gets set. McMorris gets the ball, drops back, passes it. Oh, off the hands. Tough catch right there, looked like. For number 7, Noah Martin. So McMorris seems to be fine after being shaken up briefly on that interception. That's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 15 right here. We'll see what Coach Hutton has up his sleeve here. Martin out wide, McMorris back under center. Smith out to the left. Run a little bubble screen right there and just barely off the hands. It was intended for Elijah Parkman. Ball slightly behind him, 4th down. Coach Hutton's going to have a decision here on whether or not to punt. Big play here for the Giants as well, too, as we get farther and farther into this second quarter. Looks like Coach Hutton is deciding to go for it here on 4th and 15. McMorris back at quarterback. Martin out wide to the right. They're going to throw the ball back over to the left. It is caught. That's going to be a 1st down. 10 down to the 7-yard line right there. great play right there by Monty McMorris, the quarterback. Throws it out to number 5, Christian Stringer. And a big gain right there will put them first and goal inside the 10-yard line. And a chance for the first points of the day here for the Fredericksburg Canes. Coach Hutton huddles up his team. McMorris back under center, directing traffic right here. A little bit of a power formation here for the Canes as they get set. They will hand the ball off right up the middle. And a gain of about 2 yards right there, down to about the 5-yard line. Parkman the ball carry on the 2-yard gain. Be second and goal from the 5-yard line. 4 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in this second quarter. And for Coach Bologna and the Albany Giants, it's time for a turnover here. So number 78, Marcus House, will get a quick breather. Monty McMorris directing his troops, and now Coach Hutton with a little bit of guidance as well, too, as he steps in. Line gets set. Morris will drop back. Ooh, and a hard hit right there on the quarterback. McMorris lost the ball. They will call it an incomplete pass. Bring up a 3rd and 5. Great play off the left end right there. And that was almost that turnover that we mentioned that I'm sure Coach Bologna is looking for right now. 3rd and 5. This might be 4-down territory right here, though, for the Fredericksburg Canes. Monty McMorris will drop back, direct his troops, and get set. Morris takes a snap. Quick rush up the middle. He rolls out to his right. Finds a man in the end zone. Touchdown, Fredericksburg Canes. Great play right there by Monty McMorris. He felt the pressure, escaped the pocket, rolled out to the right, and then found his man right there. Looked like that might have been Xavier Parkman on the pass. Great play, and it looks like the Fredericksburg Canes will try to punch it in for 2 more as they take the initial lead 6-0 with 3:29 to go here in the second quarter of the 2013 National Championships. McMorris directing his troops right there. Noah Martin out wide right. Power formation. He will hand the ball off and scampering up the middle and in for the 2-point conversion right there. So it's 8-0 with 3:29 to go. Excuse me, 7-0 to go with the Fredericksburg Canes right there. We're going to take a quick break. We'll get right back as the Albany Giants regroup here on Tough TV's presentation of AAU football in the 2013 National Championships. Fredericksburg Canes just got on the board 7-0 here with 3:29 to go in the second quarter, and they will kick off to the Albany Giants right now. Here comes the kick. And a squibbler right down there. It's going to be covered up by the Giants and down at the 45-yard line. So back to work for Coach Bologna and the Albany Giants, as they're now down 7-0. For the Canes, if they can just continue to play the stiff defense that they've been playing the entire day, I'm sure Coach Hutton will be very, very happy about that. So Albany will take back the field. And Albany gets set. And looks like might have a false start right there on the offense. We'll have to see what the call is. Yep, false start on the offense. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. Back them up to about the 40-yard line. Brings up a 1st and 15 now. for the Giants. We'll see if they can get the ball in the hands of some of their playmakers. Quarterback takes the snap, rolls out to the right, a little bit of protection, cuts it back up the middle. Still not down, and then a big hit right there. Got back about 4 tough yards after the penalty. But a big hit right there by number 5, Christian Stringer, as the quarterback was being stood up, and Stringer came in and cleaned it up a little bit. So we'll mark the ball at about the 43-yard line. We'll bring up 2nd down and 12. Clock continues to tick here in the first half. Albany back to the drawing board on 2nd down here. Trying to get something going on offense. They'll line up in the snap. Quarterback draw straight up the middle. He'll scamper ahead for about 3 yards and then be brought down right around the 49-yard line. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 9 here late in the second quarter for the Albany Giants. Canes playing stellar run defense so far, doing a great job of just pursuing the ball. It's interesting. Every time you see the guy with the ball, you see about 4 or 5 guys around him. And for defense, that's how you play. You got to swarm. Fredericksburg doing a great job so far. Back under center for the Albany Giants. Thompson goes in motion. They're going to give it to him on the end and around. He's going to cut it back up through the middle, and a great tackle right there. Taken care of by number 7, Noah Martin. Might have been a touchdown-saving tackle, but for sure saved a 1st down. And now timeout by the Fredericksburg Canes. We'll step away for a minute on the timeout and be right back here on Tough TV's presentation of the 2013 National Championships. Back here on Tough TV's presentation of the 2013 AAU 8-and-under National Championship football. Albany Giants with a 4th down here. They fake the end and around. He's got the corner. There he goes, 50, 45. He'll be brought down at right around the 43-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down, and a huge play right there by the Giants on 4th and 5. And timeout by Albany as well. It was a key play right there. Fredericksburg actually thought they had him stopped. They had him on a 4th and 5. They called a timeout to try to preserve the clock to see if they could score again. Albany comes out on 4th down, elects not to punt. Goes through it, picks up the 1st down, and now they're back in action with 1:26 to go here still in the first half. And Albany had called a quick timeout just to stop the clock right there. Bring up 1:26 left as Coach Bologna gets his players ready to go. They'll come out fired up. Keep an eye on Thompson. He's kind of the X, if you will, X factor out closer to your screen right here. He's number 7. I like to use him on in and arounds and just try to kind of get him into space with the ball in his hands. And the quarterback sets. Snap comes, rolls out. Coming to his left. Great pursuit right there. Sheds a tackle. And then he will be dropped at about the 38-yard line. Another stop right there by Noah Martin. And we'll have another timeout taken by the Albany Giants here. Back here on Tough TV's presentation of the Amateur Athletic Union 2013 8-and-under National Football Championships. Albany Giants with 1:10 to work here in the first half. Quarterback takes the snap, rolls out to the right. Multiple flags on the play. This one might be coming back as he scampers ahead on 2nd and 6. That is Ellis Robinson, number 19. It looks like we're going to have a hold on the offense, though, and that's going to bring that play back. So Robinson is one of those playmakers out there who's really been the guy with the ball most of the time. That's a huge penalty right there. It's going to back him up all the way to the 50. So it's still going to be 2nd down, but it's going to be, we'll say 2nd down and about 18 yards to go here, with 1:03 to go in the first half. of this national championship game. Of course, as we mentioned before, the two teams, the Fredericksburg Canes as the away and the Albany Football Giants as your home team right now. Robinson back, gets a snap, rolls out to his left, looks to throw, doesn't, and then ducks out of bounds to stop the clock. Gets back almost to the original line of scrimmage. It'll bring up about a 3rd and 11 to go. Ball's going to be placed at the 43-yard line. And back to the drawing board for head coach Daniel Bologna here as he tries to muster up some kind of offense and punch in some kind of a score here in this first half. Albany did receive the opening kickoff, so Fredericksburg will get the ball to start the second half. Of course, many coaches always talk about ending halves in the beginning of halves on managing your possessions and your time. We'll see how Albany does here as Coach Bologna huddles them up. So once again, keep an eye. So far, Ellis Robinson, quarterback number 19, has had a big game. Javante Thompson is the guy who they've liked to get into the open field and get his hands on the ball. It looks like we have another penalty flag here. Delay a game against Albany. That'll be a 5-yard penalty and backing themselves up back to 3rd and 16. So get a couple yards and then get backed up once again. 57 seconds to go, 3rd and 16, ball on the 48-yard line here in the second quarter. And we have more flags on the play. Looks like a false start on the Giants. And that'll bring up 3rd and 21 now as the Giants are starting to move in the wrong direction multiple plays in a row. As we had a hold and then a delay of game and then now a false start. It's so tough at this age sometimes to keep everybody so disciplined, but coach is doing a fantastic job of it so far. Both teams have been stellar throughout this entire tournament. That's why they're here in the national championship. The Giants take back the field. And we're going to have another flag here. Another false start on the Giants. And if you're Coach Hutton here, this is probably all you could ask for. You still got a timeout left. Excuse me, you got 2 timeouts left. So he's going to have a chance to stop the clock and then maybe force a punt from the Albany Giants if he can and still get the ball in decent field position. Giants take the field. We'll see if we can get this snap off. They hike the ball to Thompson. He's going to pitch it out to Jaquan Athis, who runs around the end and then is going to be brought down. It looks like there's a loose ball in the field. Canes claiming they have it, and they do. Turnover. Second one of the game that the Canes have forced. An interception to start off with by Monty McMorris, and then now a fumble and a recovery by the Fredericksburg Canes, and it looks like we have an injured player. We're going to step away for a minute from this action. We'll be right back here on Tough TV's presentation of the 2013 AAU National Championships. Canes lead 7-0 on the Albany Giants. McMorris out to the left side and just barely overshoots his man out there. It appeared to be Brian Smith. He's one of their speed guys out there on the end. Him and Noah Martin pretty much as the 2 wideouts. And McMorris with the big arm. So 41 seconds to go. Still 2 timeouts for the Fredericksburg Canes. They have the ball on the 45-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 10 to go. Again, I just mentioned it. If you can score at the end of the half, and then when you receive the ball in the opening kickoff, the beginning of the half, you're usually going to be in pretty good position. McMorris, a big rush right there. Barely dumps the ball off. The ball is going to be dropped, though, and that'll be an incompletion. Giants thought they might have fallen on it right there. And it looks like we might have another player down. And we're going to step away for another brief second. We'll be right back here on the 2013 AAU National Championships.